You look more like Will Ferrell today than any other day.
Kind of do.
Welcome to Moviefone's Unscripted. I'm Ron Pearlman. I'm here with Selma, Blair, and Guillermo del Toro to talk about our film, Hellboy2, The Golden Army. We're going to ask each other some of the questions that you've sent in, as well as some of our own. I'll start with the first question. This is a question for Guillermo from Joe in Charleston, South Carolina. He wants to know what it is about monsters and horror that fascinates you the most, and also what is your favorite monster?
Well, what I love is that they show a little bit of what humanity really is. You know, you have monsters symbolize the flawed in all of us, and I love flaws. I think that my favorite monster has always been, is two of them, if I may. The Guillermo from Creature from the Black Lagoon, and the monster of Frankenstein, the Boris Karloff incarnation. Those are my two favorite monsters.
Is it the way they were depicted, or the way...
I think that, you obviously with the creature, with the Guillermo, it is the suit, the design, and what he does, the lovelorn, that image of him swimming underneath her with the white suit. It was such a beautiful, romantic image. And with the Karloff's Frankenstein, he gave him a childlike or a void innocence, which is a beautiful thing difficult to portray. But he was essentially an innocent entity that knew not the difference between good and evil, and that was incredibly endearing for me, because I probably didn't learn the difference until late in my life.
Oh, I'm sure this is going to be fascinating answer.
Selma, what is your favorite film?
Of all time?
Of all time.
Oh, God.
Or what are your first...
It can be a nature film.
A nature film?
It can be porn. It can be anything. But if that's too difficult,
Creamer versus Creamer, Lawrence of the Labia, anything.
I do love Lawrence of the Labia, and I've always loved that.
Shaving Ryan's Private.
I've always loved that.
All those movies that are endearing.
Why do you always do this? And you're such a film buff, and I'm like, oh God, I love Edward.
Of Baudelaire's body of work.
You can give me your top three or your top five.
You're like James Lipton. You pull this.
Selma, how important is listening?
What is sound? What does sound mean to you?
What sound do you love? What sound do you hate? What would you hope that God would say to you when you arrived at the pearly gate?
Welcome home, Selma Blair.
What's your favorite movie? Come on.
What's my favorite movie? Make me sound good.
Hellboy 1.
Hellboy 1. Hellboy 2.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. From Stephen in Mulliken, Michigan. I'm from Michigan.
Yeah.
Is there any pressure? Let me finish.
Where in Michigan?
Is that the show me
Detroit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No wonder you're so tough.
I know.
Oh my God.
I'm a toughie. My sister was a cop, 11 years on the SWAT team.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ron, he wants to know, is there any pressure in trying to make your character live up to the comics?
I wouldn't say it's pressure. It's a desire to get it right. You know, the visuals that Mignola is capable of rendering are theatrical and demanding of your attention in a very singular kind of way. You know, and you have a guy who can't love a comic book any more than Guillermo loved Hellboy. So you know that the making of the film is in as good a hands as it can be. We stand as good a chance of getting this right as is humanly possible in a comic book movie world. So there was never any pressure, just a real desire to not blow what is a great, opportunity.
And the thing is, Mike Mignola did agree instantly the first time we met. He agreed you were the guy to do Hellboy. So, we said we have one actor in mind. That's the only actor we want. And he said, well, would that maybe a conflict? And we said the same name.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis.
I know.
And then we
And then you got Ron.
But you couldn't get Bruce.
Yeah, no. The fact is that...
Or Will Ferrell, for that matter.
Will Ferrell, for that matter.
And then the third choice, Sam
Tom
Jackson.
Waits.
Sam Jackson was completely,
Completely busy. No, but I
he
think...
was reading the first draft of Hancock.
And he passed.
And obviously passed.
What's your favorite sound? No, just kidding.
I could answer that. No.
What is your favorite sound?
Come on, don't do that.
What's the name of the first monster you ever created when you were little?
But it was called...
It was like a farting
It was called
monster?
The Stranger. It was pretty sad.
No, it's okay. What was his
It
quality?
was a one-eyed tentacle monster that took an entire city.
Oh, that's
was sweet.
good. Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
it wasn't sweet.
It was at the time.
And all things emanated from that one eye.
Yeah,
we are today.
like the one-eyed monster that chased somebody in Hungary. This is from Erin in Minocqua, Wisconsin. Don't laugh. How did the change in Liz's appearance affect your portrayal in HB2? And how much of your personal style influences Liz's new look?
I guess it focused Liz more. Her look was... She was a functioning member of the BPRD more. So no, I loved how Liz's wardrobe in this was so utilitarian. It was so clean, and I loved her boots. That it was still the same boots from the first one, but they were some kick-ass boots, and it did have a real kind of like a Japanese vibe of being so
Like manga.
Yeah.
And I designed your choker.
Yes, you designed my choker. What was the design behind that? Where'd you get that from?
I just wanted to have like a solid, a thing that felt like a solid piece of metal, but it was made of articulated parts, and I'm very proud of that design.
Yeah, I know you were so proud of it. You did such a great job. I loved it.
want to buy it for my wife. But we
you
cannot
should.
Find
I bet
it. We
you
cannot
could.
find it.
Oh, I didn't take it.
So she says.
I did not. I didn't take one thing. I don't even have a BPRD belt, which I would like. Hint, hint. It was my birthday last week.
We'll get it.
I didn't get a BPRD belt, and it was my birthday. I didn't get any expensive jewels this year like I got every other year from you, Ron. Don't worry about it.
I have something
No.
for
He's
you.
reaching into
Sorry.
his pants.
I have something
Okay.
for you.
Oh my God.
Oh, I get $1. I'll take it. Buy myself some.
That's what I'm
Don't
doing.
spend it
Don't
all
give
in
it
one
back.
place.
Don't
I'm not
give it
going to
back.
give it back. I take my money where I can get it. What excites you most about being selected by Peter Jackson to take on the Tolkien franchise and direct The Hobbit?
The possibilities. I think that, the fact that the canvas of that thing can be beautiful and it's almost a privilege because all I have to do is to add a swanky, gorgeous penthouse to a building that is already so fantastic, So it's a joy, and I think that the fact that he selected me, that I was his choice, that means a lot to me because he's a guy I admire a lot, and I really believe that. If you take a universe that is in existence and you jive with it, if you play with it and actually something of you is going to be there. The wrong way of doing it is saying, how do I make it mine? Because then it eludes you for the entire process.
Right.
You have to just go in and be enthusiastic and happy about it and not think in those terms.
Right.
It's the best way.
Right.
That was the only piece of advice I gave to Alfonso when he went to do his own Harry Potter. I said, don't think about making it yours. It's just act like it's yours and have fun. And something will stick. Something will be
Right.
indelibly there from you.
Thank you, Selma and Guillermo, and thank you to Moviefone.
Thank you, Moviefone.
Thank you.
And to you for watching and sending in your questions. And we would love for you to check out our movie Hellboy2, The Golden Army.
Which comes out July 11th between Hancock and Batman. Don't forget that. Yeah, 1 weekend. Make it count.
It's probably Minocqua.
Minocqua? That's an
Because
aftershave.
it's an Indian name.
That's an aftershave.
That's a breath freshener.
Yeah, no.
Minocqua.
Anybody have any Minocqua?
If you have erectile dysfunction, ask your doctor about Minocqua. Side effects may include diarrhea, runny nose, and headaches.
That's my
All
favorite.
at the same time that you get an erection. Oh my God! Look, I have a boner.